Hello everyone and welcome to this week's vlog. I'm going to be talking about how I just seem to not be able to get excited for No Man's Sky anymore. The reason is mostly to do with a kind of counter to the hype that is starting as we get closer to the release date of the game. They've started to talk about the update of the next update of No Man's Sky before the game's been released. I saw an article about this. The first update. They're working on it. Aren't you excited for the game? I look at that and I go, man, why? Why do you have to build up hype like that? It's always been a kind of concern for me with No Man's Sky. The fact that they're asking for a full price game. That you have to pay $60 for it. It's one of those games. If it's good, it will be worth it. However, that kind of confidence, it's really hard to find that level of confidence in a game, in a developer. A lot of the times, even especially big developers, you just get burned. The reason why people have started going to indie games is because if you do get burned, it's not nearly as painful. But it's still a thing that exists, and because No Man's Sky is asking for the high retail price it is, people are a little concerned that it's not going to be worth it. And that's a legitimate complaint. I think that's a totally reasonable position to hold when it comes to No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is made by Hello Games. They're the ones that are running the show, but they have the backing of PlayStation, of Sony. Sony's been working with I don't know if it's so much working as much as just giving them money, or financing their publishing, of course. But I've always had this kind of concern, especially with how they've really been pushing the pre-order. I know a lot of AAA games push their pre-orders, but not so many indie games. And this game is pushing its pre-order pretty hard. They want you to pre-order it, and it's now don't pre-order. Just don't do it. Pre-ordering is an arcane form of making sure you have a copy of a game. Pre-ordering was useful back when you needed a hard copy of a game in order to actually play it, when there was no digital download. It was very useful then. It is not so useful now. The fact that the games industry is holding on to it is just because they want you to purchase it before the game has been released. It's the only reason they want it. It's not in any way beneficial to you, even with all the downloadable or all the benefits, like bonus stuff that you get for pre-ordering. It's hardly worth spending your money early, especially since you can sometimes get those pre-order bonuses if you pre-order the day before. So there really is no purpose of pre-ordering until I've even had pre-order bonuses given to me the day of. So they have a release, I'll purchase the game on Steam and I'll get pre-order bonuses. I don't exactly know how that works. I think it's a glitch. I really shouldn't. I don't really care. Pre-order bonuses are crap. They're usually just gimmicks to make you buy a game early. I mean, I guess you could say the value is definitely in the beholder. People value different things, and so people will sometimes people will value those pre-order bonuses and other times they won't. I feel like it's less that people value them and more that people just want the stuff. They're like, hey, I can get extra stuff with no extra money. But you are, because you're spending extra days without having that money. And that's important. And so I always go with the notion that pre-orders are bad, don't do it. And this game, I don't pre-order it. Just don't do it. Don't do it. So anyways, yeah, because of the hype train and because of all the other factors going into No Man's Sky, I'm just not into it as much as I used to. I still want to get the game. I still planning on purchasing it the day of. I want to do it for the channel, and I also want to. Well, I want to do it for the channel for two reasons. One is to show you guys the game. So if you're on the fence about getting the game, you can make your decision based off of what you see through my playthrough, and then hopefully you make you can decide from that. The other reason is because, well, frankly, I want to get more viewership on my channel, and one of those ways is to pick up a new game and showcase it as soon as it comes out. And so yeah, so while providing a service for other people who may be on the fence of the game, they want to decide whether they want the game or not based on watching other people play the game and seeing how it is and whether it's good or not, if it's ready to be purchased. And then also so while I'm helping viewers, I'm also helping myself by gaining more outside views for people wanting to just check out No Man's Sky. That's the goal, at least, with that game. And so hopefully that works out for me and for you. And so I guess I'm still excited in the sense that I want to play it. And I want to see how it is. And I'm curious as to how it plays, if it plays well. The concept I love. I love the idea of going out and exploring and discovering new creatures and hopefully being able to name them, as well as all the other things you can do in space, space combat. That's exciting. There's a lot of games that have those kinds of elements. I think the exploration mechanic in No Man's Sky seems to be more promising than others, such as Elite Dangerous and Star Citizen. And so I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not getting excited, I don't think. I think I'm going to be trying to keep a level head on this, especially as the hype hits. I always find that whenever you're dealing with hype, you have to kind of counter it with your own kind of skepticism. So I think if you keep a healthy amount of skepticism whenever it comes to a game coming out soon, and you may be able to keep yourself from getting burnt by a game who sold you a bill of goods but didn't deliver. So I hope this video was helpful, and I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.